Hello everyone. Welcome to the next installment of Am I the Asshole? If you're a fan of hearing Reddit tales, it would be greatly appreciated if you could give us a like or subscribe to support the channel. Without further ado, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for not caring that I was uninvited to my older brother's wedding? This whole thing is so weird. I, male, am gay. I came out at 16, and my parents told me they would always love me, but to not mention it to my older brother, who I'll call Brick, then 19M, 30M now. When I was confused and asked why, they said that Brick had expressed some awful opinions about gay people. I limited talking to Brick until I moved out at 18, which wasn't much of a problem because we were never close. I went to uni, got good job, and an awesome boyfriend, 28 male, in my home city. Me and my boyfriend Angel live a peaceful life. Peaceful until a few days ago when I got a call from my brother. I was concerned that Brick was calling me, as we have never messaged before, just had each other's numbers for emergency purposes. I picked up because maybe there was some emergency happening. He opened the call with an annoyed "Hey man," and I knew something was up. He said he was getting married to his fiancée Yen, 24 female, next year. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. I was like, "That's great, Brick," and asked some boring wedding things that he begrudgingly answered. He then told me invites were being sent out in a couple weeks, and that I could bring a +1. Here's where I made the mistake that started this mess. Without thinking like an idiot, I said, "Cool, I'll bring my boyfriend." Major mess up. Brick immediately started yelling insults down the line, screaming that he wouldn't have an F slur at his wedding. I didn't say anything and just hung up. I was rattled by hearing those words from my own brother's mouth, even though I knew his feelings about people like me. I told Angel, and he comforted me, ordering in my favorite restaurant and watching movies with me, which was awesome. We went to bed later, and I felt all right the next day. I sent my parents a message that Brick invited me and uninvited me from his wedding, pretty much in the same breath, and went on my way to work. Not a clue of the crap storm waiting for me when I got off. When I turned my phone on again after my shift, it was blowing up. Messages and calls from my parents and relatives galore asking me what the F happened. I phoned my parents back when I got home and gave them the rundown of what happened and said I honestly didn't care because it's not like Brick would be coming to my wedding anyways. My parents immediately chastised me for my obvious disinterest and disregard of my brother's life, and told me I should be apologizing to him for bringing my personal life into his wedding. What? I basically told my parents to screw off, and have been getting bombarded with messages from relatives to apologize to my brother and get my invite reinstated, and apologize to my parents for disrespecting them, but I really don't want to. Angel's reassuring me that I did nothing wrong, but it's still nagging me. Am I the asshole? You're not the asshole, and it's easy to see where your brother got his attitude. My parents told me they would always love me, until the rubber met the road. Your parents sure let you down. My parents told me I should be apologizing to him for bringing my personal life into his wedding. Huh? Isn't it natural to respond to an invitation with a +1 to say, "Great, I will bring my significant other"? Angel's reassuring me that I did nothing wrong. He is right. And on the parents asking him to apologize, you can tell they're not actually supportive because they're still treating queer identities like a kink that needs to be kept out of the non-consenting public eye, interests that people can have opinions on, and not intrinsic parts of who they are. They're effectively treating this like OP requested that he show up in fetish gear. Absolutely not the asshole. We need to lay these ideas about queer identities to bed already. Not the asshole. To not mention it to my older brother, who I'll call Brick, they fully supported you for like a second. Not an auspicious start. Without thinking like an idiot, I said, "Cool, I'll bring my boyfriend." You should never have had to be in the position where you needed to hide it. Brick immediately started yelling insults down the line. Well, I guess we all saw that coming. My parents immediately chastised me. Lols, that's effing rich coming from them. Obvious disinterest and disregard of my brother's life. So the people who told you not to tell your brother think you're the one who has a disregard for your brother's life? FML have been getting bombarded with messages from relatives to apologize to my brother. Now F that. If there's ever a hill to die on, then it's this one. Angel's reassuring me that I did nothing wrong. Angel is 100% right. Not the asshole. If he's a homophobe and the family condone his homophobia, they're enabling it, and the wedding will have a homophobic attitude. Your parents warned you about Brick, which proved sadly true, since the moment he realized he went straight to the slurs. Even if you did apologize, then you know you'll be in for abuse at the wedding if Brick ever accepts it. Angel is right and the one treating you best. Tell your family you won't be the punching bag for Brick's hate. Not the asshole. Ask them why they want to defend a homophobe so much instead of showing kindness and love to you. I'm sorry your relatives are all being awful to you. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.